Why was Edge versus Christian match of the night for AEW World's End? They probably had the most original spot I ever seen. Edge is in a Boston Crab while Christian sits on a steel chair on top of his back. That was amazing. I see a lot of people complaining about the table spot. Edge tried to powerbomb Nick Wayne through a table, but he missed and barely hit his back on the end of the table. A flaming table, by the way. That was one botch in the whole match. There's gonna be mistakes, but everything else was spot on. I do hate the ending. If Luchasaurus was gonna crash in, I would have preferred him taking the championship and turning on Christian instead of giving the title right back to Christian. But this was hands down match of the night for me. Spear through the table, ladder power bomb. It had everything you need for a match of the night. As always with the AEW pay-per-views, there are a few matches that didn't need to be on this card. Both 8-man tag matches could have happened on Dynamite or Collision. Miro versus Andrade was a meat slapper. I hope to see more of Miro going forward. Tony Storm versus Rio. For some reason, my stream just stopped during this match and it didn't pick back up till after this match. So the good Lord didn't want me to see this match happen. I kind of understand Tony Storm's thick and I probably would have been distracted. Focus on the mission at hand. Swerve versus Dustin. What's going on with Keith Lee? I'm starting to get worried, man. I love his in-ring, but he is always out and always injured. I hope he's doing okay. But the match with Swerve and Dustin, I felt like it could have ended after Swerve beat him down before the match, but I understand they wanted to fill time, so they still did have a full match. But Swerve should have been in the Continental Classic Finals instead of Jon Moxley or Eddie Kingston. He could have placed either one of them. Speaking of Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston, I understand why they pushing him. He is an indie vet that deserves some credit because he's been doing it for so long and so well. I am a fan of Eddie Kingston and no disrespect to him, but I'm looking forward to when his reign is over. There is some great young talent you could have had in this spot instead of Eddie Kingston. Swerve is the main one I'm thinking of here. Julia Hart versus Abaddon, really good match, but I was looking forward to some more spooky shit. None of that really happened. The crowd was chanting this is spooky at one point, and I was hoping like they would pull out some worms or something to make it really spooky and crazy. MJF versus Samoa Joe, perfect ending. MJF literally fought until he couldn't fight anymore and Samoa Joe choked him out. I'm happy to see Samoa Joe as world champion. He deserves the credit. He's been amazing for decades and never missed a step. It was a major insult when Vince McMahon didn't want him in the ring and tried to put him on commentary. Samoa Joe is amazing. Go back and watch TNA if you don't believe me. As a matter of fact, watch this match if you don't believe me. And surprise, surprise, Adam Cole was revealed as the devil. We all knew it, and this probably would have ended months ago if Adam Cole didn't got injured, but it still was a fun reveal. I don't know where they're going to go with this now that MJF is out, but I'm looking forward to see what happens.